Hey folks, welcome back to the Final Family Podcast, where we talk about everything that was nerdy this week. I'm Matt Castle.
And I'm Jessica Castle.
This week we've got a bunch of news about TV again. Actually, not a bunch of news, just two pretty epic trailers for Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl. And then, of course, we'll hit our requisite points of Arrow and Flash and see where we go from there, I guess. Okay, I think we're going to start with the Supergirl. Here, let me see if I can cue it up for us here. We're going to start with the Supergirl thing, the Supergirl trailer. What did you think, dear? Just right off, out of the gate, go ahead and give us your thoughts and feelings.
The first 2 minutes were extremely underwhelming.
Yeah, it kind of felt like... I don't know. So it's any number of cheeky dramedies.
It felt very much like, especially with the addition of Callista Flockhart, it felt like Ally McBeal 2015.
Yeah.
You know.
I think part of that though is like that's what it felt like, but I think what they were trying for was like, she's Clark Kent. Right,
absolutely.
Like she's totally clumsy and just
glasses
the glasses, and she's fumbly and
they were absolutely going for a Clark Kent thing.
But and then like clearly, dude with the dark hair is Lois. Like, I think it's interesting to have like a male Lois though, like such a clearly analogous person, you know.
Yeah. I think where that falls down is that clumsy girl with the glasses.
Yeah, it happens so frequent. It's a super cliche.
It's become such a trope for rom-coms and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's become the kind of like go-to Mary Jane character in bad literature. So it automatically like takes you completely out of the Supergirl mindset.
Yeah. Like, I think actually, and what's showing right now is the scene where we first meet Jimmy Olsen, who is like buff and awesomely hot.
Yeah.
Like
James
Olsen.
James Olsen.
And like, you know, like I feel like that's a much more like she's clearly geeking out meeting him and like holding the picture, you know,
that's
like
not
that is the
he's hot.
That's the Clark moment where she's like kind of nerding out over a guy she respects and you know, holding a picture of her cousin.
Yeah.
Cuz it's cool.
I think it would have been better if we had like started off with a badass moment and then this is her identity. You know,
like if they had cut, okay, we're at the part where she's learning to figure out how to fly. Like if they had cut that bit in, or any action, we needed the Supergirl bit and not
or
like
even
Gilmore Girls feed in.
if you're wanting to start with she's an everyday normal girl kind of girl.
Yeah.
Even to show her waking up late and having to super speed her way through the morning routine, and
that would have been fun.
You know, something to be like, look, she's badass. She has cool powers. This is just who she is choosing to be.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's okay for the character to be nerdy and awkward and goofy. But
frankly, I think we need more nerd girls on TV.
But that...
Our current depiction of nerd girls is a detriment to our nerd society, frankly.
Just coming a couple of weeks after the like SNL skit about the Black Widow movie, like it just
I think it wouldn't have gotten so much flack if it hadn't been for that sketch.
Yeah, because that was kind of like already
in our you can't predict that crap, right? You know, like that's not.
Another thing that we both talked about is the music choice.
Oh my god, all the music is just poppy bullshit, like tween
really kind of terrible.
Oh my god.
I didn't mind. A lot of people kind of bristled at it. I thought it was kind of ham-fisted writing, but the little speech about, like, do you have a problem with the name girl?
Yeah,
you know, I know what they're trying to do.
They're taking it back.
That's exactly
and
what...
it's just silly. Like,
silly.
it was soapboxy. It was unnecessarily soapboxy, especially in the sight of the rest of the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
The rest of the trailer is clearly super pandering to tween girls. And, as a nerd, and I'm not going to lie, Supergirl, easily one of my favorite reads out of the New 52. Yeah. I know I always reference the New 52. That's when we started reading comics really heavily. I loved Supergirl. I still love Supergirl. I think some of the Red Daughter stuff they did was fucking awesome. Probably some of the best storytelling they did in the New 52. Yeah. Period.
Yeah. It's been a good book.
Consistently. And I'm excited for this show still. Yeah. I know this isn't that Supergirl, but it is a Supergirl. Yeah. It is. I think it's going to be a good Supergirl.
And once she ran down that alley and started trying to fly,
the whole trailer picks up after that. Yeah.
The music at the end.
The music is I don't even know what the hell it's, but it's clearly like a Taylor Swift or Disney knockoff type song.
They couldn't afford the rights to fireworks, so they chose this. Yeah. But it is the first trailer. I hope they kind of take the internet's ire in mind.
Yeah. Well,
going into the future.
Yeah. I'm guessing at least half of the season is filmed. I would think at this point, or a very large, because it's got a lot of polish on it. Like the effects
look really
largely
good.
The effects look good. The early effects in the Krypton shot is pretty awful.
But a TV show really can't afford a full CG.
Right. You can't. For TV effects, they're great effects. Yeah. They're at least Flash level effects.
Yeah.
But I think the disparity was a lot more apparent because the airplane scene looks really great.
Yeah.
And the planet off-world stuff looks pretty awful. Seeing games look better than this.
Yeah. I'm still definitely gonna watch it. I'm still excited for it.
Yeah. Me too. I'm very excited for this show.
It just kind of maybe blunted the edge of my excitement a tiny bit. I'm gonna wait until the next trailer.
The first couple minutes did for sure. But the rest of it picked up enough that I'm still hyped. I'm ready. I want to watch this show. Want it in and around my face. What?
That sounds dirty.
She's pretty.
Okay, so the other trailer.
Yet another DC show.
Yes.
We'll be watching Legends of Tomorrow. Dun dun dun.
Kind of, sort of Justice League.
Yeah, not Justice League. The time traveling league.
Yeah.
Justice League of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
Justice
not
League
bad. Yeah. You're welcome, CW.
There you go.
You're welcome.
The trailer was awesome.
So, one of the things I really love about the trailer is kind of how they're telling the story of how all these shows are happening. It's Oliver Queen. He's like, I started to do this alone, and then shit got crazy, and they're showing the Flash, it's like, yes, this is we started out with a plan and we were going to be serious, and then we decided that the Flash was way too much fun to be that serious, and fuck it, we're going to have fun.
Yeah.
And now they're clearly these guys are having a great time. And again, these are the same, the same showrunners as are going to be for Supergirl, as are already running Flash and Arrow. Yeah. I literally could not be more excited about this show at all. The only person I have any reservations about is White Canary, and frankly, that's just because I don't particularly like that actress.
Yeah.
But really, she doesn't do a bad job. I don't love her. I love literally every other character.
I like
and
her.
She's the least of them.
Yeah.
but like the effects are amazing looking.
I kind of squeed a little bit when I realized that Rory is a Time Lord.
Yeah,
you know, it
Rory
might be
the Time Lord. It's so funny.
He's a Time Lord.
Master.
Rory's
He's definitely a Time Lord. He is not the master,
coat,
but like
the coat he's even 11.
Oh,
he's like, yeah.
He's like there. It's like okay. I'm gonna pause it right here. It's like they channeled.
No, he's 10. Oh my God! I have to turn in my Doctor Who card.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tennant wears the long coat.
Yeah, well, Matt Smith wears a long coat for some time, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
Anyway,
I have to turn in my card.
Well, actually, the feel I got from it was more Captain Jack. He's got a Captain Jack feel to him. Like he's got the beardy thing going on. I was really worried about Rory taking this role. Okay, for only one reason. Yeah. He is a skinny little dude in the Doctor Who series. Yeah. Like he's they play him wiry as shit. And I don't know if they built him up or at all. I mean, clearly he's put on a little bit of weight. Like you can see it in his face.
Yeah. Well,
but he looks like he's filling out that costuming pretty well.
And just physicality of a good actor can make a big
difference. I'm sure it's between the shooting and between his acting in general, because as far as I'm concerned, he's one of the better actors to come out of Doctor Who. He's really good. He's got great comic timing, I think. Mm-hmm. He's just going to be a really good addition to this cast.
I'm very excited because I like him.
But yeah, totally got a Captain Jack feel. Yeah. And if you don't know who Captain Jack is, then shame on you. Just pause it now.
Go school yourself.
Don't watch Torchwood, because just go watch some Doctor Who, some Tennant, because I don't think Captain Jack is much in Matt Smith, is he?
He shows
anyway,
up.
He's really good in Tennant.
Yeah.
In the Tennant seasons. And yeah, just bask in the glory that is John Barrowman in yet another way.
Yeah.
Because before he was the Black Arrow, he was fucking Captain Jack.
Yep.
And he was really good at it.
Yeah.
What is the quasi-sexual time traveling whatever?
Yeah.
They actually came up with a word. I can't
remember what it.
But he's fucking awesome. I don't even like Doctor Who that much. Truth be told, I watch it mostly because Jessica wants me to watch it.
Because you love me.
And I mean, but I mean, and there's good episodes. There's really good episodes sometimes. But Captain Jack is badass. He's just a great character.
Awesome.
He's just so much fun to watch. Okay, I'll stop ranting and raving and hit play. It looks like it's going to be super action-y, which I love. I don't know how they're going to do the time travel stuff. It looks like they're going to have a fucking TARDIS. I don't know.
I'm telling you.
It looks like somewhere between Sliders and the TARDIS with the Reverse Flash operating it. He's what the hell? I don't even know. I don't know.
But I'm on board for it.
Yeah, it looks super campy. I love that they're picking a big bad for this season.
Yeah.
Vandal Savage is big business for. He's like a guy who takes on the Justice League and wins.
Yeah. I mean, I would not be surprised if he's the big bad for multiple seasons.
I would not be surprised. Well, I mean, he's going to be he's got to be the mechanic of them continually time traveling, right?
And they take out lieutenants or you know his generals.
Well, that's the thing about Savage, right?
Save the world.
He's immortal. He can't die.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of the things I really loved in the first big exposure I got to Vandal Savage was he was in Justice League, the cartoon.
Yeah.
The animated series several years ago. I don't remember if it was Unlimited or if it was in that earlier season. I think it was in Unlimited. Anyway, there's an episode or two where I can't remember. I think it's Superman goes to the future and is powerless for several days and meets Vandal Savage and he's the only person left and he realizes what he's done so horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And how basically all of this life has been spent doing these terrible things and he's remorseful and he tells them how to beat himself in the past. It's really great. I'm super excited for some time travel-y, Doctor Who-y plus Flash shenanigan-y
you can't
crossover shit. Like, this is going to be great. Fucking, like,
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to
this could literally be the worst of their shows, and it's still going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am stupidly excited for this. Yeah.
This is their game to lose.
Yeah, like, I mean, the Hawk Girl stuff looks really cool. We're gonna get to see her tomorrow officially on the Flash. I mean, Firestorm. We already know he looks badass as hell. Yeah. With the Atom shrinks finally. Clearly, that's what that explosion was in that last episode, which we'll talk about shortly. Yeah. Finally, he shrinks. Jesus Christ!
After a season
after so many times. I'm super excited to see costuming for Hawkgirl. Like, I'm a big fan of the Hawk folk Thanagarians, technically. I would pretty much give anything to have nth metal in my bloodstream. It would be pretty badass. I don't know. I just like the savagery of their characters, They're very basic and easy to like. I don't know.
No, I enjoy them too.
Hawkman tends to be a dick usually, but he's fucking awesome. He's just got, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like part of my like male machismo, like hidden self or something. I just want to beat something with a damn Morning Star with gold armor on. Fuck yeah.
That's way back, your Viking
my Viking heritage is like it's like Hitchhiker's Guide. Yeah. I hear little men every time I see fuzzy hats. I hear little men screaming in the back of my head for war. All right, and so moving on, more DC news, I suppose.
I know it's kind of a DC-rific.
Well, we're a DC-rific family. Let's be real. We have Superman and Wonder Woman behind your head. We also have a Minion Superman. I'm sitting next to Wonder Woman. Yeah. I mean, let's be real.
We are DC-rific.
We have 2 long boxes and a short box that's almost strictly DC. There's like 15 issues of like Incredible Hulk in there, and that's it.
Yeah. So if you are a fan, as I am, of the DC Bombshells statues, and they've done several variant covers throughout
let me see if I can't
the years.
Work out some here to get it up on the screen. Go ahead, continue talking.
I was going to send you a link to...
I have it.
Okay. They have announced that it's going to get its own series.
Nice.
Which I think is pretty nice. It's going to be...
I clearly did not read that article.
Clearly. Coming this July. And it's going to be set during World War II in an alternate timeline. Which anytime
here's a couple of them. Yeah. There we can see...
anytime there's alternate timeline stuff, I tend to be a fan. I like that kind of storytelling.
Yeah.
But it's starring Batwoman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl.
I'm kind of digging this Sinestro. I didn't actually see this until...
The Zoot Suit Sinestro?
Yeah. Oh, crap. That's way too big. I can't look at that.
But...
Sinestro, and I guess... Who is the Demon's daughter? I guess that's...
Zatanna.
Oh, it's the Raven. No, it's Raven.
Oh, Raven. Oh,
it even says Raven on
sense. That makes sense. But yeah, they're going to be to promote the new series. They're pumping out a bunch of new Bombshell
great
covers.
Don't really love the Raven one. It's neat looking, but it's a little, I don't know.
Well, it is Bombshell.
Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should have done something with the hood. You don't really see Raven without a hood up, right? Yeah. Like, that's kind of...
I think that's why I thought it was
I think that's why,
I saw fishnets.
Right.
That's,
it's a little
and dark
confusing.
hair, I thought it was Zatanna.
Right.
I love the Action Comics variant with Power Girl lifting Superman.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. I was trying to figure out who the heck that was.
Yeah. But I'm pretty excited for this. I'll probably pick it up. It's also, it's going to be a new digital first ongoing series. So I guess that means it's digital only, or it comes out
That's
first
usually how they run. I don't really know. Or they do limited paper, or whatever, physical runs.
But
it looks really neat. The artwork looks great as ever.
The digital is in July, and the first printing hits stores on August 12th.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
You're just going to get early releases.
Yeah. So, and it's apparently going to be pretty heroine centric. There's, that's kind of what they're pushing.
Yeah.
Which I mean, a bombshell.
It's kind of got to be, right?
Yeah, you expect it to be. But I really like the artwork. I wish I could pull off the, pin-up bombshell, but I don't quite have the, I don't know.
I don't know. You could probably pull off the Black Canary costume.
Yeah. Well, no, not it. Like, I do not have the self-confidence to go out with pin-up bombshell hair.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I would, yeah.
It was like, you've got a great figure. You could totally pull off the costuming that they've got on Black Canary.
No, like on an everyday thing. I like the style. I just,
Yeah. I
like
like how they've got Black Canary as a singer, and the Birds of Prey are her backup group. That's neat. That's a neat touch. And Hawks and Doves in Love are followed up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, as I read it, because this is one I'll read.
All the pinups always make me think of Captain Marvel, though. I don't really know why. Like, they haven't even done a Captain Marvel pinup style thing, but I guess it's that first trade they had where she travels back in time or whatever that we read. It was a really good read.
It was.
But yeah. So more DC things to be excited about.
Yeah.
Let's see.
To fill in the hole that is left in our heart when Arrow has already left us. The finale was this past week.
That's right.
And Flash will be leaving us tomorrow.
So sad. What are we going to make podcasts about anymore? I don't know.
We're going to have to find stuff on
material.
Netflix.
We have to talk about stupid Daredevil. We have been watching Daredevil.
We have been watching it.
And it's really not stupid. It's actually quite good.
We might do, in internet terms 10 years too late, but we might do a Daredevil podcast just all about the series.
I think that would be actually much better than doing it episode by episode.
And also Wayward Pine started this week. That'll give us something.
Right. Jessica started to try and watch it without me, and I had to bitch at her for it.
Yeah. Well, you were like, M. Night Shyamalan, I didn't want to watch that. And then you were like, why are you watching that?
Well, you told me, okay,
confused.
Whatever. Marital strife.
So, the Arrow finale.
The Arrow finale was good. I thought it was pretty solid. I'm really not sure where the hell they're going from here.
They.
Quick synopsis. Quick synopsis, because we'll get carried away with our opinion before we actually say what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Again, as ever, spoilers. If you haven't watched Arrow, go watch Arrow. Then come back and finish watching us. Basically, Ra's al Ghul is going to kill everybody with the horrible virus that we've been seeing in the background.
Yeah.
Not in the background, the flashback. He fails. Big surprise. Woo!
Because the Atom sends nanobots into the air.
Because the Atom cures it before it basically kills too many people.
And then there's a strange explosion.
He doesn't fail.
Oh, wait.
Technically, he succeeds in spreading the virus. The Atom just simply neutralizes it, and
then there's an explosion.
And there's a big fight. What happens to the Atom? Oh no, we know what happens to the Atom. He now can turn small.
Yeah.
He didn't die. Literally in a trailer for a show that is on next season.
Yeah.
They're missing their opportunities for suspense.
Tension.
What the hell?
Yeah. Thea puts on the red arrow suit.
That's right. She does look good in red.
She does.
And they make the speedy quip. So she comes in and helps save the day.
Yeah.
As things are starting to spread and get a little out of hand.
Yeah.
I think they say they narrowed down. I think they actually say they lost people. People did die from it. So Ra's al Ghul was not 100%. Failure in his attempt, but certainly his attempt was significantly mitigated. And then of course there was the big fight between Ra's and Oliver, and obviously Oliver wins.
Yeah.
And basically he pulls a Dark Knight Rises and leaves town with his lady love and literally drives off into the sunset.
Yeah.
In a Porsche, because I don't know how they could afford a Porsche.
If he does not come back with a goatee,
I know, right? Like, I want him, like, he's going to come back with weird hockey mask stuff going. That's like...
I really want him to come back with a goatee. He doesn't have to be Greenpeace Ollie. They can ease their way into that, but I want him to have a goatee for sure.
One of the things that they've... in the CW had a big event thing.
Yeah.
They had a number of interviews. Oliver Queen, or whatever, not Oliver Queen. Stephen Amell was there. And basically, he's in the dark for next season, too. Yeah. He knows some of the high points he said. He knows what the flashback story is going to be. I kind of hoped they dropped the flashback story, but I mean, I
think that's here to stay.
It's here to stay, apparently. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't particularly interesting.
Yeah, it was not great this year.
I feel like it's going to be maybe the last season of this, though, like the 4th season, because clearly he's going back to the island where he's going to live until he comes back.
Like the last season of the show?
No, like the 4th season is going to be the last season where we have
of his flashbacks. Okay.
Because
I thought you were saying of the show, and I was like, are you crazy? This is bringing him buckets of money for him.
At the end of the flashbacks, he's like, I need to go somewhere to be alone. And so he clearly is going back to that island.
But there's still a bunch of stuff that's going to happen on that island.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's going to be here to stay.
Because I think it would be silly to go past a 5th season because he was on the island for 5 years.
Okay, I was about to say, like, where in his timeline of the 5 years are we? Yeah. And that's the big question.
We also know that they are apparently going to be building Coast City into it some. Coast City is the home of the Green Lantern.
Which they've already dropped Ferris Air.
And they've dropped Ferris Air like a bunch. They've been dropping Ferris Air hard, dude. In the last episode,
they mentioned that a test pilot went missing.
Yeah, they mentioned the test pilot going there. I literally shook Jessica with joy.
Yes, he did. He reached over.
I love Green Lantern. I love Green Lantern such that I can actually almost forgive a fair bit of that movie. I still think Ryan Reynolds was not a terrible casting for that.
No, he was great casting.
Though there are there were better
Yeah.
castings that could have happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was they went way too early on a lot of stuff. Anyway,
delve into the movie.
Anyway, so I came up with this great theory. And Jessica thinks I'm an absurd, ridiculous person.
Yeah, it's never going to happen.
And I probably am. But what I want to happen is they keep on telling John Digg that he needs to get his ass a mask, right? And do you know who else is a Green Lantern? And who else is Green Lantern is best friends with the Green Arrow. And who is Arrow's best friend? John. Is there a Green Lantern named John? Yes, you bet your sweet ass there is the John Stewart. So that could just maybe Digg is his, whatever Argus name. Stewart is his middle name. John Stewart Diggle. Yes. That is a much better explanation than what I came up for.
Yes.
CW, are you listening to me? like we need Green Arrow and Green Lantern together at last. What? They're purging all the other superheroes out of Arrow. I mean, I'm okay with it because they're going to make another awesome show. But, please give me Green Lantern. You're not going to put him in a movie.
No, they're not.
Not for a while because his movie failed horribly. Plus, John Stewart would be awesome.
I feel like they're maybe putting out feelers, and that's why we're seeing more Ferris Air stuff.
So.
But it's definitely not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen this next season.
It makes me sad.
And it will never be John Diggle.
Oh.
It's never going to be John Diggle. Because otherwise, why would they drop all the Ferris Air stuff? They wouldn't.
True enough.
It's going to be Hal.
Just because maybe Hal comes and makes John a damn Green Lantern, and there's 2 Green Lanterns, and we're okay with this. Defeated.
It's not going to be Diggle.
Whatever. I know it's not. Shut up.
I know.
Leave me alone. Man can dream.
I know. I'm sorry.
So So yeah, that's kind of it. I'm excited for next season.
Yeah. I really have no idea what they're going to do.
I have no idea.
And I'm excited about that.
Clearly,
oh, we missed the big thing. We missed the Barrowman becomes...
Oh, that's right. Barrowman becomes Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's, so...
because he survived his sword or whatever. Some real bullshitty, loophole thing.
And Nyssa has vowed to, seek revenge on him and all that.
And yet she still bowed to him, which I thought was interesting.
Because she's still part of the League.
I felt like she was I felt like she had divorced, kind of divorced herself from the League.
I want her
over
to
this
leave
season.
the League. I want her to...
I want, the wild and woolly adventures of Nyssa and Black Canary. That would be good stuff. That's one of the few times I've actually really liked Laurel.
Yeah, they have good chemistry
they
together.
Do. She doesn't have good chemistry with anybody else on that show. Not a single damn person. No. Well, she did okay with Tommy in the first season, but his ass is dead. So, but we know how people can come back. Obviously, White Canary.
So I am looking forward to seeing what they do, and I'm curious.
Yeah. I've finished the season. The last few episodes have been somewhat disappointing. I wouldn't say the finale was great, but it was a great finish to make me excited for the next season.
Yeah.
And I think most of that is because I have no damn clue where they're going to go. Up to this point, they've reset to, Ollie and Felicity and Dig, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And now it's who knows what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm now waiting for the announcement in next year after Legends of Tomorrow does so great. I'm waiting for Red Hood and the Outlaws. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that would be
really
super
cool.
good.
That would be really cool.
I think, some Jason Todd and Arsenal and Starfire, because we know they can do flaming fucking flying people, right?
And Starfire's not always flaming.
She's usually flaming. Her hair is usually depicted as generally somewhat on fire.
No, not on fire, just flowing everywhere.
You're thinking of Teen Titans. In the New 52, she's generally, her hair is generally slightly, the tips of it or whatever would be slightly flaming.
So not actually
not
on fire.
Fire.
Glowy.
But yet, the essence of flame, you know how ambers look when they're real low?
Yeah.
And you can kind of see fire?
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
But, clearly no ambers. We're getting way too interested in this woman's hair. Anyway.
This is a really detailed conversation.
It is. Yeah. It's deep. I like Starfire as a character, though.
I really like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. That would be cool, though.
It would be very cool.
It'd be super cool. Bring aliens into the fold a bit more. Maybe they spin it out of Supergirl. Anyway. Flash. Great fight scene. Let's be real. This whole damn episode,
we just wanted to
nothing
see the fight.
else mattered except for the fight between
Firestorm
and the Flash and Black, whatever, Arrow, fucking Oliver, and
and the Reverse Flash.
And
it delivered. I thought it was
It was a good fight.
I really enjoyed
I thought they were on the ropes for a second. I thought we were going to go 2-episode fight. I thought that's what was going to happen. I was surprised that it was resolved.
Yeah.
And I was also pleasantly surprised that Ollie did the most damage. He clearly was the MVP of that fight.
Yeah.
But Firestorm got him some good licks in there too, and it's good stuff, man. I'm excited to see what this last episode is about. It feels a little like kind of how Game of Thrones runs, where the second to last episode is the holy shit, what the fuck type episode, and then the last episode of the season sets up everything else for the next series. Yeah. So I feel like next tomorrow is going to be a lot of setup for Legends of Tomorrow. Because Rip Hunter is supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
As is Hawkgirl. I don't know if anybody else is supposed to be in it.
I can't remember.
I don't think so. Well, everybody else is technically in the series already anyway.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 new additions, I think.
Well, Adam.
No, the Adam's in it.
Well, I mean,
they're gonna resolve him being alive.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, as far as completely new additions of people who have not been in this universe yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Hawkgirl and Rip Hunter are going to be
are it.
And so I think they're going to be introduced in the next episode.
Yeah.
I know Hawkgirl is I saw the damn thing on IMDb.
Yeah. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, and we talked about it last week. I saw it on our own video.
Yeah.
Because we can be used as a reference. Not really. Please don't use us as a reference. Like, really, don't do that. I'm ready for the season finale. I mean, not that I'm like ready for it to be over. Fucking, I wish this show would just keep fucking going forever and ever. Like, just give me more. Like, I'd even take it bi-weekly. Like, just anything. Just keep making Flash. Just please. Just don't stop.
Well, we don't want the actors to burn out.
I don't care.
You don't care?
So long as they keep making the damn show, I don't care.
So you'd rather have more seasons of a crappy show?
Well, if the writing is still good, it will be alright.
Okay. Well, that's not typically what happens when actors burn out.
Whatever. Okay. Please take your time and make meticulously wonderful episodes of what is basically my favorite show on television. Perhaps favorite show on television ever. I don't know.
I think it's probably up there as much as you enjoy it.
It's like I don't know. It's like Flash. Like in the last I'd say maybe even in the last like 5 years, it's like this and like Star Wars Rebels have made me really excited for television.
Yeah.
Like I've enjoyed Arrow very much. It's up there, but like I don't get excited to watch Arrow like I get excited to watch Flash.
Yeah.
Like I am ready. It
you
kills my soul a little bit that I can't watch it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like
you do. You're like, it's Tuesday. Oh.
Every Tuesday. Apparently I don't learn. Sorry, Einstein. So anything else you'd like to cover, dear?
No, I think we're good.
So I think the last thing we have is games. I picked up a copy of Witcher 3, which is coming out tomorrow. Technically out right now, sort of, kind of. Well, no, like I went to GOG and got it because you can get it for $54, $6 off.
Yeah.
Go get it at GOG, and it's lovely and DRM free.
Yay.
No weird bullshitty
you have to be
stuff.
Online,
you have to be online, kind of thing. I'm looking forward to playing this one. It looks like the graphics are going to be beautiful. Like, I'm glad I picked it up on PC instead of waiting to get it on a console, because at this point I just as soon take my computer downstairs and hook it up to the television, which I might. I think that actually that might not be a terrible idea. I'd really like to do like a first impressions video and, get maybe both of our impressions. And Jessica always watches me play games so she can mock me. Maybe we'll stream it. I don't know. We'll see. But I would like to put out a first impressions video in the next week or so. We'll kind of see what happens. See how much game time I can get in, because I wouldn't want to play. Like I'd say like 5-ish hours would be a good first impressions, and I wouldn't want to play much less than that without.
Yeah.
And
because this style of game.
It's going to be like it like from all information that we've received up to this point, this is either a 20-hour game or a 200-hour game, depending on how completionist you are. With me, it's likely to be much more in line with the 200, based on how I reacted with Assassin's Creed 4, where I had to collect all the things and complete all the scenarios at 100%. Because I have to. I have a deep-seated need.
You can't control it. You just have to.
Other game news that we saw this week, Assassin's Creed Syndicate had a reveal on Tuesday last week. And it looks pretty great. I mean, the story is still pretty vague. We know it's about a young man in 1876, I think it was. I actually took notes, but they're not with me because I'm a dumbass. It's about a pair of twins, both of which are assassins. I think it's really kind of cool. There's actually going to be female. You're going to be able to play through sections of the game as a female protagonist as well as a male protagonist. They're doing it.
They're listening.
They're intertwining stories and stuff like that. He seems like he's got a lot of bravado, maybe a little, Edward Kenway in him. I would be really happy to see another Edward Kenway-esque character. Frankly, hell, I'd take another Edward Kenway game.
Yeah.
Let's find out, how Edward met, the mother of, Hatham and that kind of stuff. Down for it. Or maybe, I think he had like a daughter in there too, right? And we see if the daughter becomes an assassin. That would be pretty badass game. That would be a badass game. Hell yeah, it would.
And an assassin siblings.
Yeah, that's good. She'd totally have to die though, because Hatham's like a badass Templar. Anyway, you listening, Ubisoft? We want to find out about Hatham's sister, or half sister at least.
Yeah.
And please, because we don't want a stupid side-scrolling game for our Chinese female Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry, no.
It looks nice.
It looks pretty. That's all. It's $10. It's really cheap. I still haven't picked it up yet though, because I'm kind of disappointed. Like I want a fully fledged, Asian.
If they're going to.
I'm sorry.
It's me.
Oh, okay. I thought one of our dogs was getting into something.
If they're going to depart from the norm so much, it just feels like a tease for it to be a side scroller.
I know it's never going to happen with Hatham's daughter regardless, because they've said that Rogue basically finishes up that storyline, which I still need to play. Frankly, I'm waiting for that one to go on sale.
Yeah.
So, Black Friday, we'll have a very, very extremely ultra mega late review. I guess that's it. I know I didn't get any Alien Isolation video out this week, but it's been a busy week. I've got training at work. Jessica's ramping up for her first convention, so she's building up a stockpile. If anybody else is going to be out at Star Wars Day, you should come out and say hi. We'll be at Star Wars Day in the Wonderland of America malls here in wonderful San Antonio. When is that? Like June something or other? June 6th. Jesus Christ, that's not long away.
That's 3 weeks away.
For some reason I thought it was like the 13th or something.
Nope.
Anyway, you better get working on it.
I know.
I mean, holy crap. I think that is it for this week. Let us know what you'd like to hear about next week. If there's any really cool stories. Hopefully we'll have some good coverage of E3 next month. We'll be moving at about that time, so we'll see.
It might be cell phone.
It might be like, cell phone.
Podcast.
Selfie cast.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try and do... I would like to do like daily recaps of each day of E3. So, I mean, you can at least look forward to that.
That'll just be your face.
Yes, probably. Yeah. But you can reach us through all the normal social media means. You can tweet me at BearMonk1.
And I'm at Cerebral Lunch, or you can use the hashtag FinalFamily, which we're still trying to get up off the ground.
Totally not going to work.
Never going to work.
As always, a like or comment is much appreciated.
And a subscription is always great, because then you can keep up with all our content.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Be happy.